What's up, boxing heads? Chris Algieri here, and we are talking Isaac Pitbull Cruz versus Lamont Roach. Excellent matchup between two styles that are very, very interesting, the way that they're going to match up. You've got Isaac Pitbull Cruz, lives by the moniker Pitbull, very aggressive, comes forward, two-fisted puncher, constant pressure, likes to fight on the inside, likes to cut off the ring, wants to engage for all 12 rounds, has a fantastic gas tank, has a really good chin, good solid power, great will. Just wants to break your will at the same time. Really, really tough guy to spend 12 rounds with. Then you got Lamont Roach, who is a typical East Coast DMV area fighter. He's got a sharp jab. He's got great footwork. He understands mixing offense and defense together without using his feet too much. Not a ton of movement. Makes you slip and slide and makes you miss. Uses his counters really well. Is a very good disruptor, the way that he's able to control distance and cut angles. So the way these two match up is really interesting because they both have the skills to defeat the other. It's just who can make the other fight their fight. For me, this fight is all about real estate, number one, and number two, pace. Real estate, obviously, you've got Roach, who's the taller, longer man. Even though he's moving up in weight, he wants to fight at long range. At long range, you have more time to think, you have more time to use your boxing IQ, and I believe that the better, faster decision-making lies with Roach because of his high boxing IQ. For Cruz, obviously, he wants to be on the inside. Shorter reach, shorter arm, shorter height, wants to be on the inside to get those power punches and that power through on the elusive Roach. And now when it comes to pace, I think this is even more important. Pace is really important. Cruz operates excellently in chaos. He wants the pace to be very, very high. He makes very little mistakes when it's like that. He's got shorter arms, which actually is not a detriment when you're on the inside. Shorter arms are actually a benefit when you're on the inside. He's got shorter power, can deliver those shots, and again, he makes really good decisions when the pace is very high. Roach, like I said, at distance, wants to be able to think, wants to be able to use that IQ, wants to be able to rest and explode. So when it comes to pace, he wants to slow things down. Fight at distance, slow it down, look to counter, make Cruz think. When Cruz thinks, he's not as effective. We've seen him in fights in the past. I'm thinking Rayo Valenzuela, where he kept the distance, kept the fight long. A lot more thinking involved in that fight. It really shut Cruz down in that fight. Then you look at the Gervonta Davis fight. Cruz was able to close the distance, keep the pressure on, looked really, really good in that fight. Lost a narrow decision, but boxed really, really well. And now Lamont Roach, you look at him, obviously we look at his last fight, which is the draw against Gervonta Davis. He boxed very, very smart, very, very well, but the pace of that fight was slow. Gervonta Davis doesn't throw a lot of punches. Lamont was able to close the distance, put a lot of pressure, play a lot of mind games with Gervonta. Is he going to be able to do that with Cruz is the question, especially at a higher pace. But we also saw Lamont have trouble in his lone loss against Jamel Herring. Jamel Herring, another smart IQ guy who boxes really well, but he throws a lot of punches and he's throwing more pressure. He made Lamont think at a faster pace, and what actually happened was he was handcuffed, didn't throw a lot of punches that fight. If Cruz can get Lamont to overthink and not let those hands go, he's got a real way to win. So, how does each one of these guys come out victorious on fight night? I think it's pretty obvious from what I've been saying. For Roach, he's got to fight at a distance. He's got to be disruptive. He cannot let Cruz get into a rhythm and get momentum going. Cruz is like a rock tumbling downhill. He gets faster and faster and faster as it goes, and he gets better as the speed and pace goes up. So Lamont needs to be able to disrupt that. Use that jab, step around. Use that jab, step around. Sharp counter. Use the straight right hand. Touch the body whenever possible. Body punchers don't like it to the body. Cruz is a very good body puncher, but oftentimes power punchers, guys who want to trade on the inside, you touch their body, they start thinking about keeping their elbows more at home than letting those hands go. And that's a way for Lamont to disrupt and disarm Cruz on the way in. Now for Cruz, I think it's pretty obvious from what I said there as well. Force the action. Get inside, bang with both hands. If you get Lamont against the ropes, man, that's when it's time to go. Head and body, big short hooks, uppercuts, and keep the pressure on all night long. Don't let the guy with the boxing IQ think. Don't let the boxer think. So Cruz, but on top of that, Cruz, he can't just bull his way in. He can't just run in the front door. He's going to get countered and stopped and disrupted. What he needs to do, he needs to be deceptive on the inside. For him, he needs to push pull, he needs to use feints, he needs to change levels, come up and down on the way in, and also he needs to throw punches that will cut off the lateral movement of Lamont Roach. Not follow, cut off the ring. Sidestep, and then also anticipate where he's moving to, throw the punches to that way. Left hook says Lamont moves right hook says Lamont moves left. So, and also attack the body whenever possible. And really put a lot of pressure on Lamont. Don't let him think, don't let him set up, don't let him disrupt your movement. Get into a rhythm and run right through him. So really interesting fight. If I had to pick one, I'm not gonna give you a prediction right now, but I tend to go with the boxers in these situations because they have more ways to win. But we haven't seen Lamont at this weight. We haven't seen him deal with someone who puts as much pressure on as Cruz does. So very interesting matchup. Really looking forward to it. Make sure you guys tune in. Check us out on ppd.com. Get in the live interactive chat. Talk with me and Dan Canobio from Inside Boxing Live. And we will keep you guys abreast of what's going on during the action in real time. See you then.